Let me start with you, Mr. Kennedy. Conservatives in Action SA. Talk to us about your party, what you stand for, and what it is that you hope the South African electorate will actually gravitate to because of your party.
I think from where we're sitting, the primary object is the country as a nation is fractured. It's fractured socially, it's fractured economically, and it's fractured in the sense that a lot of, I would say the bulk of South Africans are battling to put food on the table. So those are issues that we've seen over 30 years where better life was promised. We all know a better life was promised. And every epoch or every election timetable, we're basically going through the same repetitive, empty promises, same rationale, same rhetoric, same narrative. We can do this, we can do that. And I think South Africans are looking for something different because they've seen it all. We've seen a 2021 election. My colleagues on the left and right have participated. They're in government, in local government. And what's changed? To be honest, zero. So something is not right. There's what we call in English a dysfunctionality, and it's extremely evident. And this is a chance for voters to say, how do we correct the wrongs? And something needs to happen. Now, there's no hard and fast rule that a big party has the ability. Everything comes down to ultimately the individuals that are in parliament, obviously guided by party policy positions. And we're saying, as the Conservatives in Action, I know there's this misnomer, it's a nice word, where people say, but you're the CIA. Indeed we are, but of South Africa. And our emphasis on, we're conservative. What is conservatism? It's the understanding that we all live on the basis of, or we're guided by values. One of our strong values is that the political discourse at the moment is very geared towards majoritarianism. We say, what about minorities? So one of our foundational principles is the protection of minority rights. Two, where we oppose some of our colleagues is we don't believe in land expropriation without compensation. We're firm believers in the principle of protection of property rights. The redress is another matter on its own as to how property was acquired pre-94 and so forth. But in order to come in and say we want land expropriation, that defeats the object because who determines truth?
Okay.
Thirdly, and finally, what are family values and what are conservative values? Conservative values are, as long as we believe as human beings that our life on this earth is a journey, we all believe, whether Islamic, whether Hindu, whether Confucius, whether Christian, we all have that belief that we believe in the supreme being. That's a conservative value. Okay. So the perception out there that conservatives are anti this, anti, that's nonsense. But lastly, let me say, we don't subscribe to the notion of socialism, neither do we subscribe to the notion of communist Marxist ideology. We believe in a free market, but a regulated market. In this country at the moment, big business is driving this country into the ground. Small business and medium business are taking huge strain, and there are absolutely no interventions for small